Welcome everybody to the channel. I am so happy to have you here. I'm excited because today, on this video, we are doing movies you should have seen. This is part two. I'm probably not going to be naming them parts anymore because I plan on doing a lot. So, but in the meantime, this is our second time doing this. I got a lot of feedback from the first time. Everyone really liked the recommendation, so I want to continue to do this. So with that being said, this one's a little newer. Great, 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 great movie that was so slept on. And I want to say it's probably one of the most underrated movies of the year. And I wish more people would have seen it because I wanted a sequel. But anyways, movies you should have seen. Take two. And this movie is Brightburn. Brightburn. Now, I actually did a review of this movie with my cousin. You should check it out on his page, his YouTube page, James Reactions. But Brightburn stars Elizabeth Banks, David Denham, Jackson A. Dunn, written by Brian Gunn and Mark Gunn, directed by David Yarovesky. Um, Not really familiar with any of his projects. Matter of fact, I believe at Brightburn he did The Hive back in 2014, Night Books. But yeah, but Brightburn. Listen, I love the premise of this movie. Essentially, it's what would happen if Superman was evil as a child. That's the best way I can sum it up. Because as always, I'm not going to spoil it because I know people look forward to these because they've never seen the movie, so they look forward to my recommendations. So I'm going to sum it up by saying what happens if Superman was actually turned bad as a child. I got to leave it there because I don't want to spoil it. What a fantastic movie. Now, before you go in, let me be clear. This is like a horror superhero movie. All jokes aside. So if horror is not really a thing, so there's some parts in this movie that can get a little a little gory, but also jump scare, right? Because at the end of the day, it's essentially Superman goes bad as a child. Um, and what a great premise because at the end of the day, in the middle, this is 2019 when this movie came out. So in the middle of all the hype around superhero movies that we've dealt with over the last 10 or so years, we've never seen a movie like this. And it was such a breath of fresh air. Um, all the acting is fantastic. The kid who plays the lead is fantastic. Elizabeth Banks is fantastic. But man, the death scenes in this movie rival those of finishing moves on Mortal Kombat. Yeah. When I tell you people buy it, they buy it in the worst ways possible. But it's really entertaining. The story's really great because even though I told you kind of what the premise is, that doesn't spoil it because you want to watch what causes this kid to unravel. And it's crazy because even though he does eventually unravel, you don't hate him. You feel bad for him. And I think that's what kind of they wanted. You kind of feel bad for the kid, like, man, but whoo, child. When I tell you people buy it in this movie, yeah, buddy. And here's another thing I like too. One of my favorite superhero movies of all time is The Man of Steel, Zack Snyder, fantastic movie. And you could tell this movie was highly, highly influenced by The Man of Steel. You could see it in the cinematography and everything, but that helps the movie. It makes it even better because it just adds to the whole premise of Superman gone bad, right? Um, I will say they set it up where they could make more, but I don't feel like this movie got enough buzz where it will be more will be made, and it's unfortunate because it's a really really good movie. I really dug it. Brightburn. It's violent. It's got scary moments. It's got a great story. It's got a great lead in the kid. Yeah, go check it out. It's really good. I hope they make more. I hope they find it within themselves to go, you know what? Maybe we just picked the wrong time. I don't know when it came out. It came out in 2019, but I don't know what was coming out at the same time that it came out. But I know that there were other big movies that came out right when it did, and it just didn't stand a chance. But I hope maybe somebody goes, you know what? This deserves another round, another shot because it was really, really good. There is post credit scenes, so definitely watch those. But anyways, Brightburn. Let's talk about it in the comments below, and I hope you like it. If you do decide to check it out, let me know if you decide to check it out. And if you like the channel, you like what you hear, you like what you see, please, please, please click that like and subscribe button. Hit the alerts so that you know whenever I have a new video out. And I appreciate you for watching. Have a great one. I'll see you at the next one.